St. James double murder accused gets bail after a year in custody. One of the two men who were arrested and charged by the police in connection with a daring daylight double murder in downtown Montego Bay, St. James, has been granted bail after nearly a year in custody. Richard Lowe, 33, was offered bail in the sum of $500,000 in the St. James Circuit Court on Friday, his attorney, Donovan Collins, confirmed. His co-accused taxi operator Ronaldo Linton, 25, was earlier refused bail. Collins said his client is grateful he has been offered bail, noting that from day one, he has denied any involvement in any murder. He can't wait for the day when this matter is disposed of so he can get on with his life, the attorney told reporters. Both men have been charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, and possession of a prohibited weapon related to the shooting deaths of Ramon McFarlane, 31, and Gooden, 27, on May 20 last year. The police report that McFarlane, also known as Brownman, and Gooden, also called Civil, both from St. James, were killed after the motor car in which they were traveling was sprayed with bullets near the intersection of Harbor and Union Streets in downtown Montego Bay about 3:20 p.m. The killings occurred days after the government declared a state of public emergency in St. James. Motorcyclist gunned down in Temple Hall, St. Andrew. A motorcyclist was shot and killed along the Junction Main Road in Temple Hall, St. Andrew, early this morning. The incident happened about 1 o'clock while the man was heading to Brandon Hill, where he lived. It is also reported that the perpetrator shot at residents in 15 Miles District. They escaped injuries. Police on the scene said before the incident, a house in the community was robbed and that a woman was attacked in her yard. St. Catherine man accused of using fake checks at supermarket remanded. A St. Catherine man charged for allegedly using a fictitious check to buy goods and to obtain cash at a supermarket was remanded when he appeared before the parish court. Kevon Gray, 30, unemployed of Central Village, is charged with conspiracy to defraud, authoring forged documents, and obtaining goods by means of forged documents. In the court, Gray was offered the services of an attorney. He was remanded until May 7 when the matter will again be mentioned. Allegations are that on January 18, the accused went to a supermarket where he tendered a check in the amount of $119,000. He allegedly bought $11,000 worth of goods and received $108,000 in cash. The complainant later learned that the check was fictitious. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. On April 23rd, the accused reportedly went back to encash another check for $66,000 and was held by the police. He was subsequently arrested and charged. Elderly man falls in hole, children concerned. The children of 79-year-old Lincoln Nicholson are seeking answers as their father fell in a hole on the Licensed Main Road section of Southern Coastal Highway just outside the Morant Bay, St. Thomas. The incident happened while he was walking to his doctor on Wednesday, April 10, about 1 p.m. Nicholson, who lives in Nysons Road, was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he received medical care and was sent home. His son Richard told reporters he was walking to the town and he dropped into the hole. The people then built some hole on the roadside that are supposed to carry water like drains, and they are not finished doing what they are doing, so the holes are open. My father is 79, so you know a 79-year-old man walking on the road and a lot of cars passing, and I don't know what happened and how my dad got into the hole. He alone was walking and two guys see him and pull him out of the hole, put him in a taxi and send him to the hospital. Nobody was there with him. All of his right side is dead, where he got the hit when he fell into the hole. Richard said his father is now at the University Hospital of the West Indies, where doctors drew loss of blood from his brain. He said his right side was swollen before he was admitted at the UHWI, but it kind of draw down, now he stated. Cherry Ann Nicholson Padmore, his daughter, is concerned about the healthcare costs and the possible impact of the fall on his father. After going home, he now cannot walk, he has to be using diapers, and the right side of him is dead. He was taken back to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was treated and sent to Kingston to do a CT scan. They found out that he had bruised blood in his head and had surgery on his brain at the University Hospital of West Indies. He cannot do anything for himself and has to be wearing diapers. He was independent out on his own lawn, rides a bicycle, and does everything for himself, so it's hard for him now, for us as well, Nicholson stated. We need some accountability from the persons responsible for the roadworks. There is a bill at the University Hospital that is over $300,000, plus for him to do the brain surgery. Where are we going to get all of this money from? This man was okay, she stated. Nicholson Padmore said the hole is still open. I tried to send an email to China Harbor Engineering Company, but still no answer. It's like a dead end, she stated. We want something to be done as the era is not fixed, it is still uncovered, and the vehicles travels at such a speed, the daughter added. At the time of writing, the father had had surgery and has more checks to do at the UHWI in addition to therapy. However, the family wants the era fixed and hopes this does not happen to another person and that the relevant agencies act responsibly. Powell says government dragging feet as JPS license set to expire. Opposition spokesman on energy, Philip Powell, has accused the government of dragging its feet regarding talks about a new license for the Jamaica Public Service, JPSCO. We, the opposition, are very concerned that as the year 2027 approaches with the termination of the JPS license, no negotiation has commenced. I fear that come 2027, at the pace at which the government operates, there will be no arrangements in place as we hobble along, Powell stated. He was speaking Tuesday during his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives. Powell, who served as energy minister in previous People's National Party governments, outlined what he would do if he were the minister today. I would have in place today a negotiating team already engaged in JPSCO and seeking to use their emerging reality as leverage to secure some of the changes that should occur from now. Already, there are 2 areas that I would seek to clarify with JPSCO and commence implementation immediately, stated Powell. He told the House that he would focus on a regime for charges port stations for electric vehicles that is fully competitive. He would ensure incentives for these to be established using renewed sources of energy. Secondly, Powell said he would enable enterprises that are established within special economic zones to generate and distribute electricity within the zones. This will lead to rapid growth in this area, which is hampered by the high cost of electricity. And of course, we will encourage the renewables be the source of energy for these zones, stated the opposition spokesman. As is to what he would say to the JPSCO if he were the minister. Don't fear competition. Competition will always lead to growth in a given market, so embrace it. Electricity transmission and distribution is no longer regarded as a pure monopoly. Don't be caught flat-footed, as was the case in 2001 when another monopolist had to be forcibly awakened from its slumber. If adjustments aren't made, now then you will be left behind, he stated. His reference to the 2001 monopolist in this relation to the cable and wireless, which was the dominant player until digital entered the Jamaican and regional markets, becoming the dominant player since then. St. Catherine man fined $20,000 for trespassing on farm. St. Catherine resident Renard Honeycomb was on Friday fined $20,000 or 10 days imprisonment in the parish court for trespassing on a farm in Bagwalk. Honeycomb, 30, pleaded guilty to a charge of trespassing on agricultural land. Sentencing was handed down by senior parish court judge Desiree Elaine. Facts are that about 2:30 p.m. on April 25th, the man was seen on the grounds of the trade windmills in New Works, Sunnylight, Bagwalk, and held. "A orange me a comfy pick over ya," he said when he was accosted. He was arrested and charged for breaching the Trespassing Act. Flash flood warning discontinued for all parishes. The flash flood watch, which was in effect for St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew, has been discontinued. The Meteorological Service said though a broad trough remains in the vicinity of Jamaica, the most intense activity associated with the system has reduced in impact and is projected to remain at this level. It said satellite imagery and rainfall data indicate that only periods of light showers occurred across the island last night. The forecast is for isolated morning showers to affect eastern parishes, while the rest of the island will experience partly cloudy skies, while the scattered afternoon showers are expected across most parishes, with isolated thunderstorms primarily occurring across southern parishes. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.